welcome back to the Great International Craft Show. Wow, today I'm going to share with you how you can use your stamps as embellishments for scrapbook pages as well. Stampin' Up not only does cards, but we do beautiful scrapbooking pages as well. So if you're into the scrapbooking, maybe this might interest you on how to use those stamps and bring them across as embellishments, which is really exciting. So I'm going to build a page today and just go through it, walk you through it. So let's get started. I come down to my workbench here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to need a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, which we sell the basic white. We also sell them in mixed packs of any of the in colours or any of the colours. This piece is 30 by 21 and it's crumb cake, and I'm just going to bring this down onto my page. So this is going to be a bit of a layering page because also did I get a bit of scraps or cut pieces that I'm going to use on this page. So I hope the end result turns out really lovely because we haven't made it yet. We're just making it as we go. So I'm putting this down because I really like a little bit of a border and I love layering. I've got this rustic looking piece of, it comes out of the beautiful designer series pack, the wood grain one. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love all the colours in this. And you'll find this on my online store, so you can go into Teresa Brown's stampinup.net. Just always turn it around and see which way you like it, what you like about the piece of paper on your page before you actually stick it. Okay, now we have a fantastic special on at the moment. If you place a $90 order anywhere here in Australia, you will receive a $9 coupon from Stampin' Up. So every $90 that you spend, you'll receive another $9 coupon, and you'll be able to spend these coupons in August. So a great time to place orders in throughout this month of July. Okay, so we've got that happening now, and then I was sort of looking at this as well because I have some stripes happening here as well. So I'm sort of going, I might place this on next, I think. This is all this paper. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I had lots of bits left over, so I'm just going with it and going to use them on this scrapbook page. Sometimes you get some left over and you don't know what to do with them, but just think a little bit outside the square and you usually can come up with a really great page by mixing and matching with your stamp sets and your papers. So I still want to keep the white border going around the outer edge. So I'm going to keep that and I'm going to place this one in. This is acid-free glue, so you do need to use acid-free glue when you're scrapbooking, and our glues are acid-free. So it's one thing I love about Stampin' Up. I've been scrapbooking for, wow, a long time now, so a lot of years. I used to own a scrapbook shop many years ago before Stampin' Up. So I've also got, I was going to do, this was meant to be an 8 by 8 page, but I ended up not doing it. And so I'm cutting it at 20 by 20 centimeters. I'm going to come in with this around here. So I'm sort of going to use that. And we are, like I said, layering on layering here, which you get a beautiful page out of when you do this. Okay, so I do want edging up the top here. So I'm going to come in with this. I might move it just down a little bit. That's it. Okay, and then I have this piece because I had cut it for this other project that I didn't end up doing. So it's amazing when you don't do a project, then you can end up with some paper left over and you think, what am I going to do with that? So I'm going to come in with this piece as well. This piece, let me just measure it. I think it's, if I remember, 19 by 19. Yeah, 19 by 19, because I want that border going around on my crumb cake paper. Now these, believe it or not, were all pieces that were cut out from different projects, leftovers or projects that we were going to do and end up not doing, and I wanted to bring it all together as a page. So then I've also got where I'm going to put my photos. So I've got one here and one down here. So I want that one up a little bit and that one in there. So let's pop these on, because this is where your 6 by 10 photos will go, your normal size photos, or what I've designed for this one. Okay, so we will stick our mat down on here. I love the concept of the stripes of this paper. It's just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we've got the contrast of the designer series paper. Now this designer series paper is a fantastic pack of paper, and it's called the Country Woods, and it's got so many different pieces in here. Like, you really have got beautiful scrapbooking pages here. So I really love that paper, the Country Wood. It's just absolutely beautiful. So I have dug out some photos, because I had this photo of my daughter and my daughter Louise. This is my daughter Louise, and her daughter Emily, which is my granddaughter, and then her son Frankie, which is my great-grandson. So I thought this would be really nice, and this is Coda, their dog, which is really beautiful. And because we're about furry friends, I thought we'd bring in our furry friends as well. So I am going to stick this down on here and put this onto my page. And then I'm going to do the embellishments. Okay, and I'm going to stick this one down as well. Now, don't forget to pop over and check out my Facebook page. Throughout the few days that we're over here on the Great International Craft Show, I will be doing a segment over there on Facebook on card making, scrapbooking, etc. So you can sort of, I haven't stuck these down yet. I haven't stuck this one down. So you can sort of see it's starting to look really lovely, and this one would go into a frame, which would look really beautiful on a wall. I'm just going to stick this one down, either at my granddaughter's house or my daughter's house. Or you can just do an alternative page and match it up to do for in your scrapbooking book, whichever way you want to go. So this could be a single layer, or it could be a double layer. Now I'm going to just move that out of the side. I've started doing a little bit of colouring on this because time gets away and we're going to die cut it out. So I'm going to share with you what I've been doing, because I'm going to use these on the project. So I'm going to finish doing my leaves, and this comes out of the beautiful Country Flowers stamp set and dies. Okay, so absolutely gorgeous. So I'm sort of thinking the green leaves at the moment, and I'm using the Lost Lagoon. So I'm using the light. So I'm just going to come back and finish colouring these. So I'm going to do the light first, and when I do this, I like to also leave some white, okay, on my pieces. So when I come back my second time or my third time, I have that highlight happening there as well. Okay, so just come in and give these a bit of a colour. Which means you don't have to colour it all the way through just at the moment on this first coat. Okay, because I don't want to come in with other colours. I just want to come in with the light and the dark on our blend pens. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with the dark, and I'm going to highlight the dark in here where I have got my white pieces. I'm going to come in and do that with the darker pen. And you can do it whichever way you want. You can do it from the outer edge, you can do it from the inner edge, or whichever way you want to do it, it's fine. Okay, so we'll colour this one around. I love the blends. Who's got the blends and loves working our blends? Because you do get two colours, a light and a dark, which I'm working with now. And I'm just going to come down with the dark on these little stems that are coming down here. Our stools, you can use whatever colours you want on the stools. So I'm going to go with the light crumb cake. So I'm going to do that first. So I'm just going to come in and do my light crumb cake. And you can just come in from the sides a little bit, come down the legs, colour them in. Okay, and then you can come in with your dark crumb cake. And we're just going to come in sort of from the edge. And I'm just going to grab a tissue because the end of this is coming out a little bit and I just want to push it down. Oh, there you go. Push it down because I don't want it to fall out onto my colouring. Okay, so you can sort of come in and do this however you want to do your blending on this. A little bit around the outer edge. And leave a little bit on the in center. You can do it, like I said, however you want to do it. Don't have to do them exactly the same. Come down the legs a little bit. And then up. And you can get that highlighting in there as well. Okay, so you can sort of see they're both a little bit different, and that's what we want. We want it to look a little bit different. So we're going to come in with the pool party now, because we've got the pool party jug, but we're going to have a, I might do a pink. I might do a pink pot with the green on this side. So always check out your photo if you need to. So I'm going to come in with is this the light? Yeah, do the light first. So I'm going to come in with the light first. So just come across and blend in your light. And come across from the other side. We're getting that sunlight reflection coming down, so you can leave that little white gap in the middle. Okay, so do your handle. And also over here, so I'm going to leave a little bit of white in there. Come in with your darker one and do a bit of highlighting now. So we're going to do a little bit of highlighting in our darker one, and we can come up the edge, come across here, and you can sort of come down, or in this little bit here too, you can sort of come through and do a little bit of a darker one through here, and the same with over this side. So we've got that light and dark happening there at the moment. Okay, you can come in and do a little bit of dark around your handle in different spots if you want to as well. And then you can come back and fill in with your light. So we're going to come right over our dark and across our light here and bring that shade into our pot. Let me just hold that up so I can show you how we get that. Okay, so we get that beautiful light and dark effect. So now we're going to cut these out because we're going to use our die cutting machine. I'll do that other leaf if I get time. I'll just leave it there for the moment. Okay, so out with our little die cutting machine here. How cute is this? This is the most economical little die cutting machine I've ever come across. It's just so beautiful. And don't want that one, I want this one over here. Country Flowers dies. Okay, so we want the stool. Okay, so I'm going to come through with the stool first. So I like to do one at a time when I'm cutting little pieces like this. And then I'm going to put my second plate across. Where did I just put that second plate? Okay, I just had it here in my hand. We can lose things really quick in my craft room, even when we just have it in my hand. Okay, that's really interesting. I'm just going to grab another plate really quick. I did have one sitting here, but it's just disappeared. It's okay, we've got another one. So I'm going to come down with my plate number 3, my plate number 2, my card goes on, then my die, and then my second plate number 2. Okay, so we're going to wind this through. Lucky you can only see this much of my craft table because if you could see the rest of it, it's quite full with stamps, inks and other things. So we've got one cut out here. One. So we're going to come and do our second one. Excuse me. Okay, this one. Oh, excuse me. I've had this tickle in the throat for months and it won't go away. Okay, so now we've got the bucket. So I'm going to grab the one for the bucket, the die for the bucket. I'm going to put this one back in here and I'm going to grab the bucket and put that on there. Oh, excuse me guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, It's funny when you try not to cough, you cough more. I'm just going to have a quick drink of water. Let's see if I can get that tickle out of the throat. Okay, so this is the little jug, which is really gorgeous. And then we're going to also grab this one for the leaves. Which way does this go? Turn it around. You can always just line it up to your image. It will have a slight edge around it. Okay, so line it up. Bring this one through. And we have this one cut out, which is really good. And I'm just going to do the other one because I can colour it if we get time. Sometimes I do a different one, a different flower on each side. You can do whatever whatever suits you at the time, you can do. I'm just using greenery this time. Okay. And because we've got it a rustic looking is why I've done the chairs, and the stool's a bit rustic looking as well. I'll just put that one there so that we can do that in a minute. I'm just check now the little teapot. Whoop. And I must remember I just dropped the die on the floor. How easy is that to do? Very easy. Okay, so I'm going to come in with this. Run this through. And we've got our pieces cut out now. Okay, our pot, and not sure what piece fell on the floor, but I'll have a look for that. Oh, I can see it, it's the jug way up the other end. How did it get way up the other end? They do bounce when you drop them, so don't look just in front of you. Have a look for if they fall on the floor, and I've got carpet. This one's bounced halfway up my table, so do come in and make sure you look for them on your floor. Now, I was thinking that we could have the little stools coming in here, which is quite nice on each side of this page, and then our jug coming up here in that. So let's use dimensions and dimension this up. If you don't like the white border, you can always cut that white border out. That's not a problem, but I'm going to leave it in today. So pop these on. Okay, now you don't need a lot of them, but if you want it to be solid, you want to cover your little piece, that's fine as well. So we're going to pop this on here. And this one over this side. And I love doing my own embellishments. I love to stamp out my embellishments and put them onto my page as well. And I also love sometimes making a card and making it as like a hidden journal underneath it, so you can put all your hidden writing underneath it for your page. So if you're coming out to Craft Alive this year out at Lardner Park, I will be having a great display out there as well. So with this one, I'm not going to put any on the bottom. I'm just going to add my dimensions to the top part of this. because this is going to sit on the stool that's already raised up the bottom part. So I don't need to put it down the bottom, just 2 up the top. And I'm just going to bring this in on that. And then on this one, I'm sort of going to bring this one up on here as well. So if you don't like the white, like I said, you can always trim that off. We don't want it up the top. We want it down the bottom. We want it where it's sitting on the stool. No, sorry, we don't want it on the bottom. We want it up the top. Let's do this right for you, because that's going to sit on the stool. So you definitely want it along the top, but not along the bottom. Get that right. Okay, it's good to make a mistake because then you can see. Okay, so none down the bottom that's going on the stool, because that's already got dimensions on the stool, and then this is going up. Now we've got this beautiful greenery that's going to go into these as well. So I love these. They're going to go into both of the pots. So we're going to bring this in. You could do the flowers if you wanted to. There's flowers as well. So once again, up the top, not down the bottom, because you just want to do it where the layering is. Okay, so, and then this is going to go where you want it on your page. And then we haven't got time to colour this one in, but you can see this one's going to go into this one here. I will finish it and take a photo of it and put it up on my Facebook page as well, so you can sort of see it's really lovely to do scrapbooking as well. Okay, so here's our beautiful layout with our pot. You don't even have to put a flower in there if you don't want to. It's got our furry friend, which is what we're all about at the moment. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to join me over on my Facebook page. If you want to go shopping with me, don't forget to go to teresabrownstamping.stampinup.net, and remember, for every $90 that you spend, you'll get a $9 coupon back from Stampin' Up emailed to you that you'll be able to spend in August. So any $90 order that you put through in July, you'll be able to spend those vouchers that you get from Stampin' Up. So don't lose them. You'll get them emailed sent to you. God bless you all. Thank you for watching me today, and I'll see you back here later. Bye for now.